Pause. Hi and welcome to sunny Morocco. We're in Marrakesh. I'm here with beautiful Sandra Rigobert and also Sandra Joseph. Today we're going to find out a little bit more about Sandra Joseph today. So welcome, Sandy. I know you like to call
Yes, I'm so enjoying the sunshine. Yes.
You are an entrepreneur in so many different ways. First of all, I want to talk just a little bit about Club Lady Day, because that's something that you've been running for a long time. Just let us know a little bit about what that entails.
Okay, yeah, well, Club Lady Day was actually the brainchild of Michael Furtado. Would you believe it?
Oh, okay.
Yes. The
That's a
brainchild
DJ,
of Michael.
DJ.
Yeah, you learned something today. Brainchild of Michael Furtado, who's actually my partner, and he came up with the idea. But obviously, because of it being a club that he wanted for women, he thought it would be best, obviously, for women to take control of that. So that's basically how the idea came about. And Club Lady Day basically is a club for women, as it says in the statement. And basically what we do is we come together, we empower each other, various methods, there are various ways of doing it. We can have excursions, we've done things like Ascot Days, so we can have the fun days, as well as the serious side, which is training and workshops. Training and workshops that I tend to hold on a regular basis is mainly the business development workshops for women, and also beginning to start doing some workshops on how to build your own website, so that's going to help other entrepreneurial women, which is what I call Sistapreneurs. So that's my new word for
That's
it.
lovely.
Yeah.
You also go to younger women, younger children.
Yes, I'm going to be starting with the younger girls as well, which is called Teen Girls Networking. It's a CIC. And basically the idea came from other women who came to the Club Lady Day workshops and saying to me that, oh, my daughter would like this idea, the things that we do and all that. So I thought, after many days and weeks of thinking about it, I just thought to myself, you know what, there is a gap. So we're looking to start and launch Teen Girls Networking, which would be on the 26th of May 2018, just in case you're watching this video at a later date. And the whole idea basically is to empower the girls, but my philosophy is that here in the UK, as many people always says, we always seem to be behind.
Yes.
And there may be a lot of you watching there who knows about Black Girls Rock and all sorts of different things going on in the United States, or our sisters over there, and young girls, 9-year-old having her own little soda business,
lemonade,
and this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
So I thought, why not? British girls has just as much got intelligence to do what they need to do and to follow their dream, just the same as anywhere else in the world. So why not help those teenage girls who profess to want to do, either become authors themselves or entrepreneurs, or really just to be better than best.
Yeah.
Better than best, that's a big difference. Not just to be better, but better than best,
I think
so
what
to do the best they can.
What I like about it as well, I suppose, instead of trying to fix women and try and empower women, you're actually setting a foundation, so you're giving the skills beforehand so they're prepared. Isn't it? So you're preparing for that journey, as opposed to learning it after you've left school. So you're actually putting those skills in from the start. So it's an excellent foundation.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, how many of you out there who's been to school, you've got your qualification, you've gone to college, maybe university, but still don't know about school of life, so to speak, and business ethics, knowing about finances, what to invest in, all that sort of stuff. Do you actually learn that at school?
No.
Not very much.
You don't know. You learn
much.
history, geography, maths,
Absolutely.
English.
We do have business studies at school, but it usually
It's
is
usually
when people choose that subject
they've
area.
chosen the subject.
Well, I think personally that all teenagers should know about money management and all that stuff, because otherwise they'll get to a stage where they just fall into adulthood and still don't know. So we need to know about investments, we need to know about the stock exchange, we need to know about property management and all that stuff. And not just that, but also what we would be doing in Teen Girls Networking is also things to do with personal life. So we will be having discussions with the girls, for instance, on relationships, healthy relationships, you know, and when to say no to boys, you know, and when also to see the signs, and all the tutoring and education and workshops and training will be done by qualified queen sisterpreneurs, adult women who's probably got daughters and sons, will be done by qualified, and they're not only qualified but they're also DBS checked. So your daughters will be in safe hand. They are all screened and all DBS checked. So yeah.
As you're talking about relationships, that's reminded me about the book that you've written. A very, I love you. I love your book. I love your book. I mean, Sandra, your book is amazing as well. So I'm not, don't feel I'm not giving love all the way around.
Though,
but yours is the practical guide on dyslexia, the silent secret. But here we're going on relationships and understanding it. And your book was very much for me like a message to a notebook to men that can be read by women and men. But it was kind of like a little bit directed towards men. But tell us a little bit about your exciting book. I love relationships. Is always an amazing subject, isn't it? Especially all relationships.
Around, so
exactly.
Absolutely. Well, relationships, full stop. You know that's such a wide spectrum.
It is, yeah.
The book could have been that thick, although it's only that thin. So you can actually read that in no time. But the book itself is called Relationships: What Do Women Really Want from Men?
Yes.
So it was actually based on a survey. I started off with doing a survey, so it's not all my opinion. You know, it's based on a survey, and what I've done is I narrowed it down to 15 of the top answers that women had given me, you know, the most popular answers, and I divided that into obviously 15 chapters and elaborated from the title. You know, for instance, there's a title on one of the titles on the chapters called Sex. Yes,
yeah, that was my favourite.
We do want sex.
That was my favourite chapter.
I read that one.
Did you read that one? You read one.
So
that was an eye opener.
Exactly. You just had that one title, but then it was work that I had to put in to actually elaborate on it. You know, from personal experience, yes, but also from just listening to my girlfriends and whatnot throughout the years on the different conversations we had.
And that's what I liked about it. Is that you could relate to it. It did feel at times that you were having that conversation, that girly chat, that disclosure. There were some saucy bits, cheeky moments, some funny moments. So it could be very, very entertaining. Actually, I mean, not just that chapter, but I mean all the way through. It's actually made you really think. Do you know what I mean? That's what done for me. I think sometimes we can roll into relationships without thinking first. We get caught up. So it's good to unpick it and to hear other people's views.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like that was one of the longest chapters, I think. Right. One of the shortest one was the chapter title was Teeth.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
It was teeth, right? That is what women were saying, what women want.
But it's true.
And I don't mean you know, false teeth. I mean teeth. You know, women want men who's got their own teeth.
It's true. I can understand. If you're going to kiss somebody's mouth, it's going to have to look good.
It's going to look, you know,
appealing somehow.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I'm not saying I've got the best set of gnashers myself, but you know, it's just one that will appeal to you. You know, the nicotine stain and the broken up teeth and all that.
Yeah.
You know, you could look gorgeous on the outside, but then when the mouth smiles and the gnashers are not the way they're supposed to be, that could be a bit of a turn off. You know? And I'm sure you women, some of you are agreeing with me what I'm saying. Maybe some of you men will be saying that with women. You know, it goes both ways. Really,
it does. It
goes both ways. You know?
But I mean, it was nice because it was something we do think about, and we've got our own kind of vanity. And at the end of the day, if you're in a relationship, you need to be with somebody that you find phically attractive, isn't it? I always think to myself, if it would help if you have an argument or something and you've got to get through, it's so much easier to get through if your facial looking at looks cute. Do you know what I mean? It takes a lot of energy to be in love with an ugly person. Do you know what I mean? You don't want to wake up in the morning and go, ouch.
Angry with you, and you're ugly.
Do you know what I mean? You don't want that. So it's real. You kept it real.
I was talking to, you know, I asked a number of women of all ethnicities and different ages, and also some religious backgrounds, some without a religious background. And a few of the religious background women said they don't care about what the man looks like. So I have to make that point, you know, because there might be some of you watching saying that, well
that's
you
not
know,
important.
you're
It's
wrong,
about their
you know,
heart.
I don't care what they look like. But having said that, deep down, you have to be true to yourself.
Exactly.
You know, because you're going to have to age with this person. And if physically you don't find that person attractive, and you're never going to find them attractive, you know, sometimes that can cause problems in a relationship.
Yes.
And what might happen is that either the woman or the man may go astray. I'm not saying it will happen, but sometimes that is the cause of marriages, you know, and
Of course,
infidelity.
Yes.
Because they don't no longer find a person attractive, or they didn't find them attractive in the first place. It's bad enough when they find you attractive in the first place, and then eventually they don't find you attractive,
Yeah, they
and
fall out,
infidelity
I think.
takes place.
Yes.
I.e., maybe the woman has put on weight, or she just stopped looking after
Or the
herself.
man stopped
you know,
taking care of
whatever the
himself.
case may be.
Yeah.
It happens, doesn't it? You know,
Yeah.
so it does help. It literally just help if the physical attraction is met both
I always
sides,
think that,
you know?
that physical attraction is definitely a starting point,
Yeah.
but to maintain a relationship, you need to have more than
Yes,
that.
both.
Do you know what I mean? But I think you
Yeah.
definitely need to have
Internal,
that initially. Do you know what I mean? To have that, and then you grow together, you learn together, and you learn to love.
Absolutely,
Then you love the other parts,
Yeah.
so that when the physical goes, you're still in love with that
Still got
other
those
part.
other qualities
Oh, yeah,
that the
yeah,
person
yeah.
still
It-
loves about you.
Exactly.
Definitely both
Exactly.
ways, because then
And then you can go the reverse.
Oh,
Do you know what I mean? Because you know a bit about my history. I had a partner who I thought was nookie on legs. He
Yeah.
was just so physically attractive to me.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing. If my image of what my perfect partner was, the physique, that was that person when he came in. But his personality, that left a lot to be desired. And so no matter how beautiful he was, the inside was poison. And so that was a much off point, even though he physically still looked the same.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He
Yeah.
began to look ugly because his
to be both.
personality looked ugly.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you definitely need to have that look, be of physical
Yeah.
contact, physical attraction,
Yeah.
that spark.
Yeah.
But of course you need something stronger to maintain.
Absolutely, yeah. And like you say again, you have to have the both, and if you have the both, it creates a much more loving balance as well. And if you do if you do have faults, right, they will overlook those faults,
Yes.
because the inside, you know, they say beauty
Those
is
qualities
within.
in.
Definitely,
You know,
definitely.
they would overlook those faults.
Yes,
You know, because
yeah.
they can see the beauty within you.
Exactly,
You know,
exactly.
so yeah, you know,
Longevity, then it gives the relationship that longevity. Then
Yes.
so you should be old. You should be able to grow old and still have a good relationship, still
Yeah.
loving, still attracted to each other. But it might
Absolutely.
not necessarily be the way the person
Yeah.
looks.
Yeah, because we all
And
change.
getting
We all
comfortable with the
change.
person as well.
Yeah.
Again, another thing that I talked about in the book about being comfortable. You know, we always hear a lot of girls saying, "Oh, they're wearing their man's shirt or their T-shirt or whatever." You know, I'm not sure about the opposite way around.
No.
But you know, I just said that,
Each
you
their
know.
own.
I
Each their
can't
own.
exactly see my fiance wearing my clothes, you know. But then
I don't know
again,
why.
he's a lot
I'm
bigger
not
than
quite
me.
sure why she wanted to put that imagery inside her mind. I'm not
It
quite
wouldn't fit
sure.
him anyway. It wouldn't fit him. But then you get some women who are bigger than their partner.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I don't see nothing wrong with the smaller man just throwing on a T-shirt, just
Yeah.
for a lazy, you know,
Yeah.
one of those lazy daisy how where you
Yeah.
just
It's
a
snuggled up
dressing
with the
gown,
duvet
yeah,
and,
yeah,
and doing
yeah.
things, you know.
Well,
Yeah.
cool. I mean,
That's called
when I
being
was
comfortable.
Yeah,
Yes.
when I
You
was
know?
younger, then I definitely did coordinate outfits. Do you know what I mean? If you go
Okay.
to a wedding or something, you're wearing the same
Yes.
colour
You
or
were the
compliment.
same.
You do you know what I mean? Or, you know,
Compliment
the
each other.
compliment. So
Yeah.
that's very
Yeah.
similar. That kind of
Yeah,
bond,
to show that you're
isn't it? Yeah, that's
couple
mine.
Together.
That's mine.
mine.
So we're just the same. That's mine. So that
Yeah.
it's true. It's true.
Like I say, it's from the beginning. It's a very wide thing.
Yeah.
Relationships, and you know, women or men, you know, or both sexes can talk about relationships till they're blue in the face.
Yeah.
You know, we are definitely opposite. You know, and as they say, men are from Mars and women are from Venus. There is some truth in it, I think.
Yeah.
Personally,
That's what you found
you
out
know,
when
I
you
mean,
were
there might
writing
be
the
some
book.
people that disagree with me, but we are definitely so different. You know,
Yeah,
God
even the
didn't make
difference.
Adam and Eve. God made, you know,
Yeah.
God made Adam and Eve, not
Yeah.
Adam and Adam or whatever. You know, but that's just the way things are,
Yeah.
isn't it? You know,
I think each to their own, and I definitely feel that life is too short to be stressed and miserable. It's about finding somebody who you click with, who you want to spend that time with, who lifts you up. You can elevate together and grow together. I always believe you're either growing, you're either growing together or growing apart. That's kind of mindfulness. So it's finding that package that's right for you, and embracing it. And it's not about people around. It's about what you as a couple. You as a couple and what you need. It's amazing. With the guys with the books, you also was part of helping authors to write their own book. That was a part that you used to do.
It's just an additional thing that I do in workshops, is that I throw in a little bit of how to write your own book, you know, as well as doing the website, how to do your own website, because I know that a lot of female entrepreneurs, or any entrepreneurs really, when you're just starting out, it's very, very expensive, unless you've got some kind of funding or backup. Very expensive to pay someone to actually do your website, a web builder. You know, it can run into grams of money if you haven't got that. Sometimes you just need to know how to do your basic things, you know, and that you've got loads of apps and loads of websites that you can do your own. You know, and I'm there to, I do workshops where I can help women to build their own websites, and also throw in the ideas and tips on how to write their own book as well. All I'm doing, technically speaking, is disseminating my knowledge onto somebody else. You know, I don't think I was here on this earth. It's not my purpose to have my knowledge and keep it to myself. To me, that's being selfish. You know, I'm not that type of person. Whatever I know, and if I can share it, I will share it away. You know, and that's just what I do. So yeah, you know. That
brings on to your life coaching. So that's why you're a life coach then, because you're there to
a master coach.
A master life coach, or master life coach, or master coach.
Well, it's I'll just say master coach. I don't say life coach, because I coach people in business as well as personal. So it's business and personal development that I do. So it's all according to whichever workshop that I'm doing. But I don't particularly like the title of life coach, because then people try to think, well, what's a life coach? Fix my life, then, you know, that kind of thing. So I kind of steer away from that title. So basically what I do is I do a lot of self-credence, right? That basically means that I help people to have belief in yourself. That's what credence means, a belief in yourself. So I get people to step outside the box, literally, you know. So whether it's business or personal, after they had a workshop, they go away with buzzing with ideas, you know, and you know, they feel accountable to do certain things, because I make sure that they do that. I always call them up and check on them.
So you follow through, which is, I mean, that's an amazing factor, because I think lots of people can go to those kind of empowering and motivating events, be all energized, and then it fades off. It walks away in a few weeks. So you keep on top as well, so you're keeping that going. So it's part of your team, part of your queen team. Your master coaching, is that for males and females, or is it just is it still the queens?
Well, I can do male or female, although most of the people that tend to sign up with workshops or anything tend to be female. I think that's just the obvious reason that I am female.
Okay, you're just checking.
You know, but I've had men who's asked me for advice and stuff like that. Like I've had one guy who gave me a review on my book. And he meant to read the first couple of chapters, but it was a page turner, and he couldn't stop. He didn't put it down, so he ended up finishing it.
I think I read that review.
A couple of hours. And then he actually phoned me up and told me I changed his life.
Wow!
Because the content that was in the book, it was just so real. He said it was so real. So if you haven't got the book yet, you know, and you're a guy, maybe it might be the same thing for you.
Exactly. Well, where can they get the book from? Where can they get the book from?
I was actually in awe. I was like taken aback. I thought, my book can do that to somebody.
I think it is, because it is a practical guide.
I was so honoured and humble, very, very humbled, you know, and you know, my smile couldn't be any bigger. It was nice. It's nice to have the good feedback. And I'm not writing or doing what I do to collect awards or honours or anything like that. I do it because I believe it's my purpose to help other people. I believe that God put me here to help other people, and I draw people. When I draw people to me, it's always for a reason, and people don't tend to go away from me. Once they know me as a friend,
Yes, that's very true. I can vouch for that. Very true. Yes.
It must have that kind of effect.
It's
But
true.
that's what I believe. I think everybody needs to learn their purpose, and I also help women to do that on their workshops as well, to find their purpose.
Is your
I know
book
why.
your book available on Amazon?
It's available on Amazon. Yes, you can have either the paperback or you can have the written.
The
Kindle,
Kindle?
Kindle version.
The Kindle
Kindle.
version.
Yeah.
That's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Amazon.com or Amazon.co.uk either. You know. Yeah.
And how do they get hold of you if they want to attend a workshop or to attend Club Lady Day? How do they get hold of you?
Right, if it's Club Lady Day, everything that I do for the events will be on the website. It's www.clubladyday.co.uk. If you have teenage girls who are looking to become entrepreneurs, you know, themselves, or sistapreneurs, or authors, or anything else that you feel that might be good for them in training, then it's teengirlsnetworking.org.uk. And all the information will be on there. And again, you can find me on Facebook, Sandra Joseph Club Lady Day, or Sandy Joseph. You know, there's a lot of things. And LinkedIn as well. It's under my name. Yeah.
So you have
And my Twitter account is @CoachSandyJ. So if anybody wants to link with me, I'm happy to do that.
It's wonderful. So what's next for you? I know
What's
you've done
next?
so many
much
things. But
well, I'm
what's
actually
next?
on book number 2.
Okay.
Right, which
We had a
little read
snippet
of that. Yeah,
this.
she read it to us.
what did you think of the little snippet that you had?
Oh, I loved it. I mean,
loved it.
it's a biography of it's you, isn't it? Really,
Yeah.
and actually, it was surprising. You're very vulnerable. You're very open. You're very honest about what's going on, and it's
your young life.
Yes, definitely, and it's looking at the problems with family life. Your parents, the struggles your parents were going through, how that affected you as an individual, how you reacted to that struggle as well. Do you know what I mean? Which is you behave in a way which a lot of women do when you're searching
Young
for
girls,
love. Young girls do. So I could definitely relate to your life experience. And that little snippet of that
amazing. I can't wait to read
the print of the draft. Yeah, so we're talking. Listening, and it was being read. I mean, that was another thing which I think is a nice option as well, is to have an audiobook with you reading your story. That
was nice actually.
That would be nice.
About my accent, it sounds a bit.
It's
you.
with it,
I just don't really like my accent.
I mean, you can get somebody else to do it, but I think sometimes. Because you were reading
do
it.
that actually.
Yeah, because you were reading it. Yeah.
See, that's what Sistapreneurs is all about. Yeah, help each other.
Sharing what we feel.
But
about
my book 2, which is called, it will be called Coping Alone, and it is literally about my time, more or less my spell with coping with a single parent and the build up from that. So these guys
from teenage, didn't it?
From teenage, the build up to being a parent,
yes.
and then the parent, the chunk of it you haven't heard yet.
Yes.
That was just the build up. Yeah.
Yes.
So the reader can understand how I got in that position in the first place. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So that's one of my things. So that would be hopefully by the end of this year. That will be out, and I'm really just looking for. I'm available for more speaking engagements. If anyone wants
do
me.
workshops, you do talks.
You know, because I do a lot of speaking engagements and empowerment, literally around the subjects that I either do workshops on or talk about or to do my book. And I'm basically looking to expand. Obviously, Teen Girls Networking is going to be launching on the 26th of this month, and expanding the Club Lady Day, and that, and really just getting more people on board to be entrepreneurs and that, So if you have an idea and you want to do something, but you kind of like, maybe in the middle ages, and you're thinking, well, I've got a secure job, but I can't leave my job, and there's no such thing as can't. Please don't use that word. No such thing as can't. You need to think, well, do I really want to do this? If the answer is yes,
find a way.
I say go for it,
Yeah,
you
find a
know.
way.
And if you need someone to
Find the
prod you and
people.
come into the workshops, I will help you to guide you. It's all about taking those baby steps, but you've got to take the step first. You've got to take
can't
the
just
step
fall in your
first.
lap.
So don't be stuck into the mediocre of your 9-to-5 job and whatnot. I didn't start being an entrepreneur until I was, well, in my late 40s, you know. So there's no stopping anybody. It doesn't matter how old you are. And I know a woman.
And everybody's there thinking, what do you mean late 40s? Because you look so young.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? Like, what are you talking about? You mean last year? What are you talking about?
But I know a lady that started her business at 78.
Yeah.
Nothing
Wow.
to stop you if you
Big
want
Nanny's
it.
hair.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
78,
True.
You know,
Yeah, her
so you're
natural
never
hair
too,
oils.
you're never too old.
Yeah.
If you don't go to your grave without doing what you want to do, that's
Yeah.
all I can say. Really.
Yeah, don't go
That's
to your
the
grave with
main
that what
point.
if. Yeah, what
Definitely.
if
Yeah.
if I'd have done it. Yeah.
With
what if?
Big Nanny hair oils, she was making hair oils all through in her life and making it for her
For her children.
and doing that. And then
Yeah.
it got to the stage where people were asking her, can they make a jar for them? And it just grew and grew and grew until it became a business. But as you're right,
Yeah.
it started so late in life.
Yeah.
So you can imagine what would have achieved if she'd done that early on. Especially now where people are understanding and appreciating natural hair products, natural skin products. It's an amazing blend. I mean,
Yeah.
I know them very well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So big up Big Nanny's hair.
Yeah,
But
big
know
up.
that we've mentioned you here.
Yeah, of course. Because
Yeah.
Alfie is amazing. Do you know what I mean? And mum's great. So
Absolutely.
as you say, we need to support each other, and I think it is about supporting
Yeah.
that sisterhood
Yeah.
and supporting each other
And
as
even
well.
though being a lecturer for 23 years, I don't feel that I've had the recognition or, you know, I'm there.
But you've had
doing
some
the job.
awards. You've had so many awards.
Well,
Yes, you
that's
have.
when I started my own business.
Yes.
That's when I
Oh,
started having
okay,
awards,
okay.
you know.
Yeah.
So, you know, I've had 2 awards from Hush for inspiration and motivation, and an award for I can't remember which one was that. Mentor of the Year. Mentor of the Year. I was nominated, shortlisted, but I didn't win that one. And the one for Beck's Live, I can't remember what that one was, but
God,
I'm
there's
a
so
multi-award
so
winner
many.
anyway.
Yeah.
I've had a few.
When you've won so many awards that you can't even remember what they're for,
Oh, it's
you
not
know what I
that
mean? No, but
Yeah.
but thing about it is that it's people appreciating you because you have done so much and you're very much giving, and so that's people trying to show you that they see you. Do you know what I mean? They see what you're doing and they want to honour you with that. So
But that's why I say to people, when they're in the 9-to-5 job and whatnot, they may feel that they're not being appreciated at work, you know, but you may find that you get more appreciation when you do what you want to do.
follow your passion. Follow your
Exactly.
passion.
Follow your passion. That's basically what it is. So go for your dream.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Sandra and
welcome.
Sandra. Thank you.
Excellent. I really
It's
enjoyed
been amazing.
that.
Oh,
Thank you for watching.
yeah, it's been a pleasure. Speak to you
bye-bye.
soon. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.